So something that I'm completely aware of now is like just you know uh when you on any kind of journey for like self healing and um you know just going within yourself and doing the work that you need to do to lighten your heart, um and just try to be as pure as possible, like let go of the things that may have like wronged you or like you know traumatized you, um any of that shit. You gotta confront those things. And yesterday I was looking at something, and it kind of dawned on me like, man, I think I got some trauma. And I never thought about it like that, but I actually do have some trauma that is like long overdue for me to confront and for me to just make peace with. Um, Me and my mom's like relationship, and my upbringing, like under her, uh, it was pretty rough. Like just some of the things that I had to see, um, some of the things that I had to, uh, deal with or try to understand as a young kid. Like a big thing was just like the drinking. Um, the drinking, if I think it didn't allow my mom to be available the way that I think she could have been if she didn't have, a habit. Um, another big thing was just like seeing like having like a front row seat to like her being abused and shit. You know what I mean? On a number of occasions, not just like once. And all right, they was arguing, and I done seen niggas like sucker punch my mom, smack her, all types of crazy shit. Like, so, these are the things these are the traumas or these are just the things at the time, like, you don't really think nothing of it. You just suppress it. Like, I know as a kid, I ain't know what the fuck suppressing was, but you just keep it moving. If she ain't talking about it, we ain't talking about it. You know what I'm saying? We just keeping it moving. Not knowing that, a lot of those things, they'll affect you in the long, like they'll catch up to you basically. My mom talking to me about snorting cocaine. Why are you telling a 10-year-old this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you want to make me feel like I'm your friend? You my best friend. Like, that's what she used to tell me and shit. Like, you my best friend. Like, you ain't just my son. You my best. I'm 10, bro. I'm 9. Like, I'm your son. You got to be a parent. You got to be a mom. I'm not your friend. You know what I'm saying? Or me just trying to get her to be a mom. You know what I'm saying? To show up for me. Or when my grandmom or my great grandmom got tired of looking after me. Not that they had an issue with me. They loved me, but that was her responsibility. And they looked at it like, if you're going to be running around partying, you got this boy, you got you got a kid. You got to take your responsibility. So when I would be with her, it would be house to house, just all types of living situations. You got to adapt, got to get used to shit. That would always make me feel like, why we ain't got our own apartment? Why we ain't got our own place? Damn, my mom ain't, I ain't never seen my mom with her own place. Or she in between jobs. Like, I really believe now, like, wholeheartedly, like, people should not have kids until they're fully healed from anything that they may have went through in their past, any traumas, anything that's unresolved, because when you have a kid, man or woman, you're going to traumatize that kid. You're going to pass genetically shit. You're going to pass down traumas. Like people have to heal themselves first. I'm big on that now that I'm on this spiritual path that I'm on. Like, you have to heal yourself, man. If I knew what I know now, then I wouldn't have had any kids myself. I would have healed myself first. I wouldn't have bared seed with anybody. That don't make no sense. Because now I'm behind the 8 ball, even me personally having 3 kids. Like, I'm healing myself and I'm trying to get everything in order, you know what I'm saying? And it's working for me. I'm going the right way. But you know, I'm trying to be the best version of myself so I can be available for my kids. I am available, but I want to be more available. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be caught up in anything. I want to give them the undivided me. You know what I'm saying? That's really important for me. I don't want to slight them of anything, you know. So, but yeah, it's like, it's very important, to, make sure you situated before you go out here and have kids. And I just don't think that she was ready. And that's cool and all, but I had to suffer. And I'm sure it's other people that have a similar story or that have went through things, whether it be with their mom or their dad, that was fucked up. Because it's like, when you born into that shit, you just gotta go through it. Some people that's not good parents, they become good grandparents. And my mom, like, struck out with that. Like, she loved my kids, but it's no real relationship. Same way it was with me. It wasn't never a real rapport. Like, we never really had like a real decent relationship. So it was a bunch of awkward silence, a bunch of nothing. But ultimately, though, I just want to make my peace with, that part of my life, that past, that past part of my life, that traumatized me, that affected me. I started drinking because of my mom, not because of her, but she introduced me to something. So subconsciously, I already seen it as something that might have looked cool, or, oh, my mom drank. Because I remember when I first picked up something to drink, I was just like, I don't know. And genetically, she was a drinker. We come from a long line of drinkers. So, how some people, they drink for the first time, they don't like it. I drank for the first time, I enjoyed it. And I just think that goes back to what I was saying about when you're not ready to have a kid, you shouldn't have a kid, because all she did was create a 2.0. Like, she went out, not only was she not ready, but she went out and recreated herself and me. And, I went through a lot. I went through a lot of suffering. I battled with alcoholism myself, and ain't realized it. I thought it was just some cool shit to do, but I was an alcoholic. I'm thankful that I stopped drinking, but I drank for years. You know what I'm saying? And just like other things too, man, that we just really don't think about, that our parents put us through or that they take us through, that's going to affect us as adults. You know what I mean? But I'm going to move past this. Hopefully, I can eventually sit down, because I was like, to the point, I was like, I'm through with my mom. Like, I ain't talking to her no more. And I've had those moments 1,000 times, but I really felt like, yo, you know what? I'm done. But I don't know what she might be going through, that she, traumas that she didn't confront, pain from her past. I know who her mom is. I know who her dad was. Abusive, alcoholics. My grandma did treat my mom a certain kind of way. So I'm sure that affected her. So all she did, like I said, was have a kid and, pass the trauma down. But, you know, hopefully, I can, maybe I can help her free herself of some of the stuff that she going through. I feel like I used to question, like, why the fuck is that my mom? Why the fuck did she why was I paired with her? But for some strange reason, I feel like I was paired with her to help free her of the shit that, she may want to be free from, or just help her. And I've been helping her, a whole lot, but maybe to help her on a deeper level, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she can get away from some things and change her life, just for herself, not even for me, not for my kids, but just change her life for herself. Because yeah, she's been through some shit, and so much so that it affected me. Like I said, no kid should see their mom getting smacked on. No kid should see their mom getting in fights, or win or lose, but just getting humiliated, or falling up the steps and coming in late night, eating with your eyes closed because you drunk as shit. Asking me to recap your night, like all of the shit that she was doing to me, I started doing to my kids. Like, not even knowing, though. No bullshit. Until, like, one day my girl was just like, yo, you just like your mom, yo. You talk all this shit about not wanting to be like her. You not going to be like her. It's so crazy. Like, yo, it's genetics. It's in the DNA. Like, it got to be something like that. Because I had to step back like, oh, shit. I didn't realize it. Anything it was, from sending my kids to go fetch me something from the refrigerator, or just being drunk, just being out of commission, sloppy, falling, like, so, I mean, it's just like, man, I think about that shit and it make me resent her, like, hate her sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's like, all this shit is just passed down. She ain't know what to do with it. And if I ain't get myself in order or want to change, I'd be just like her up until my 40s and 50s, and you know what I mean, so forth and so on. But yeah, I'm breaking away from that shit, man. I gotta show up for my kids. I can't be like how she was to me. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's very important that that it stops here, you know what I'm saying? But, I just wanted to just vent a little bit, about that situation, and just confronting my childhood trauma, and letting go of the past, and forgiving some shit. Yeah.